Hi everyone, it's Rose and happy 2020. I hope everybody had excellent holidays. Many of you I've spoken with, but I just wanted to wish the whole group an amazing 2020. And I wanted to bring you up to date with where we stand and what the team's been doing for the last couple of months. Of course, just before the holidays, it was a little bit slow going, but they've been at it. And they do have some preliminary reports. We just had a meeting last Friday, and we are moving forward and putting things together. So I would say it's going to be about 4 weeks before we have that letter of opinion or more of a solid update for everybody. So that being said, what I would like to do is sincerely thank all of you that have contributed to the fund and the raise that we're trying to do to help offset the cost to the investor who fronted the $50,000. So I really appreciate all of your support. We've raised right now about $12,500, and I can assume that that's going to keep going up with the feedback that I've received from people. So again, thank you very, very much for your assistance in this on behalf of that investor. So now I'd like to sort of bring you up to date on a few things. One is I'd like to just start first with a little bit of housekeeping so we can get that out of the way. There has been quite a little bit of chatter on Facebook about the fees for Olympia Trust, and Margaret and Corrine have addressed that beautifully, so we're not going to go into that, but it is going to be discussion about the advice that people are giving over Facebook for investing, and I'm going to caution you very seriously on that. Unintentionally, you could just suggest to somebody to do something that could inadvertently hurt them, and we don't want to do that. So for those of you that have an opportunity to transfer some things out, or you have questions about that, especially when it comes to registered products and different provinces, you really need to seek the advice of someone that you trust and that is knowledgeable, and they need to understand how these investments were done. So if anyone has any questions, you can reach out to me via email, of course, and I will do my best to help you. That's not going to be a problem at all. So please just keep that in mind. No advice. It's the best thing you can do, okay? Now, the other thing is documentation. I've talked to many investors over the last several weeks, and a lot of people have either incomplete paperwork or it's not all collected together. They're not sure what they have. So I highly recommend all investors go through the documentation that they have, make sure that it's filed in order on your computer and kept somewhere safe, and it's in an organized fashion, because it is likely at some point we're going to come to you and ask for copies of those that paperwork. So if I could just ask you to be a bit proactive, if you haven't already done it, just to create an organized file for your Fortress documents. And the type of documents that we're referring to is obviously the contract that you signed, any promotional items, emails, etc. Anything that you think is relevant, please save it in a folder in an organized way so it's easy to obtain and easy to send to me when I request it, okay? So that's very much appreciated. Now on to promissory note holders. So if anyone in this group is a promissory note holder and I'm not aware of it already, please let me know, reach out to me. These are going to be addressed completely separate from the class action lawsuit. I will need copies of your paperwork, promotional materials, everything, and specifically the letters for these promissory notes. So you have my contact information, reach out to me, we can discuss it a little bit more one-on-one. And the other thing is anyone who is transferred from one project to another project, knowingly or unknowingly, we need copies of all that documentation. So whatever it was that you received from Fortress, including emails, promotional products, everything, to let you know, or that you signed off on, please send me that documentation. And again, you can reach out to me with any questions that you may have about that. The other thing is we are looking for any kind of documentation, whether it be if you recorded the presentation that someone did, the, again, promotional materials, emails that you received regarding the following projects. It would be Eden, which is in King City, Mississauga Meadows, Sky City, Collier Center, Brookdale, and Charlotte Adelaide. So if you could organize that documentation, email it to me, and in that email, if you could, for all of this documentation that anyone is going to send me, if you could just simply via email send an authorization letter, or just an email, sorry, that says you authorize Rose Ray to share this information with the legal team. And that's really all I need. It just provides authorization for me to pass on your information, because obviously it's going to contain some personal stuff. So that's it, I think, for now. If you have any questions, you can reach out to me. I will keep you up to date as information becomes relevant, and or we need your assistance in areas. One other thing that I forgot for housekeeping is I just have to ask you to forgive me. I do my best to follow up with each and every one of you that contact me, whether it be email or whether it be phone or messenger, but sometimes I goof up. So if I've made a mistake, please just reach out. I'm not ignoring you, I just have missed it. So yeah, I think that's it. And as new information becomes available that I can share with you, I will do so for sure. In the meantime, please feel free to give me a call at any time. And make it a wonderful day. Talk soon. Bye for now.